Triple M, the home of the good times and greatest hits. My name's Holly. You're listening to Rural Focus, your voice of agriculture across regional WA. And perhaps you're one of those people that has a real entrepreneurial mind and you've had ideas, business ideas, side hustles your whole life. Maybe it's time to pursue those thoughts and dreams. We're talking to Dr. Ben Thomas this morning. He's from Curtin Uni and he's the lead academic of something called the Curtin Ignition program. Good morning to you, Ben.
How are you, Holly? Thanks for having me.
Yeah, going well, as well as you can with a stuffy nose like this. I shouldn't have pointed it out and everyone will hear it. But let's talk about Curtin Ignition, because if people haven't heard of this, can you start us off with a bit of an explanation as to what this program is all about, why we should know about it, and also who it's designed for?
Yeah. At Curtin University, we've got a whole range of kind of entrepreneurial and innovation programs, all the way from undergrad and postgraduate courses through to more kind of advanced accelerators and funding models that we have to progress ideas. Ignition kind of sits in the middle of that pipeline. It's what we kind of coin as a pre-accelerator or a startup boot camp. We walk through everything from understanding who your potential customers are, what the big problems that they're having, or kind of opportunities that you might be able to provide value into kind of market problems, and then kind of walk through the whole kind of process of how to better understand customers, how to engage with them, how to build business models, how to get funding. Really focused on teaching that, but at people at a very, very early stage.
It's so relevant for particularly the people that this show broadcasts out to, regional people who might have some ideas and don't know how to take them and utilize them. So if we've never heard of Curtin Ignition and we're looking to learn a little bit more, what could we expect to learn during the program, and how does the week actually run, on a day-to-day basis?
Yeah. Generally, we get about 70 to 80 participants on the program. It's a week-long intensive program where we kind of cover off that whole process of startup. So everything from understanding customer, business model development, how to develop prototypes. If you're looking at things like software apps or even kind of building physical products, we'll get like industrial designers in to lead sessions to talk through how that whole process works. Look at financing in terms of understanding what the landscape looks like from an investor perspective in WA. So, and then over the course of the week, you're working on developing a 10-minute pitch. And then on the Friday afternoon, right at the end of the week, we cap everything off, putting together a bit like a Shark Tank kind of experience. We get a lot of the wise heads from the Perth startup ecosystem to come in, and we give our participants the opportunity to pitch their idea to those guys to get a bit of feedback in a little bit of a pressurized situation.
Oh, fantastic. Sounds like the week is chock-a-block and you're covering all the bases. And I'm on the website right now, on the Curtin website, and looking at all the scholarships available. There's up to 70 scholarships up for grabs, including support for regional founders through DPIRD. So can you tell us a bit more about these sort of opportunities?
Yeah. Well, the nature of taking the leap on a startup, the key thing for us is to really kind of reduce those barriers. So from a financial standpoint, we have a lot of sponsors that we work with in terms of a whole range of local government areas, state government departments like DPIRD that you mentioned, as well as a few corporate sponsors and some internal scholarships within Curtin. What each of the sponsors are looking for does kind of vary sponsor to sponsor, but I understand you've got quite a agricultural based kind of audience. DPIRD have been a great sponsor of ours for many years. So they have 3 scholarship positions available, and that's really looking at anything from kind of agricultural tech innovations. So if you're looking at potential kind of crop management and monitoring kind of software and hardware, anything in that kind of food and primary production kind of manufacturing kind of process to kind of speed things up or kind of improve yields, all the way through to things such as like drone kind of technology for crop surveillance. So it's pretty broad in terms of what DPIRD's looking at, but ultimately they're really looking to support kind of regional kind of agricultural tech and food production side of things.
It sounds like a very valuable way to spend your time for literally only a week learning all of these skills and how to turn your business idea into a reality. Have you noticed the impact that this program has had and what it has been some of these success stories?
Yeah, yeah. In terms of, I suppose, yeah, this is our 16th year now. So we've been running since 2011. Just under 1,000 participants come through. Roughly 50% of those have gone on to actually start their own business. Just under 50% have been female founders as well. So we're really proud of our ability to kind of help and support, yeah, some of the success stories in terms of businesses that have come out the other side. Rhino hide is a kind of magnetic clip-on armor for your car when you're kind of bush bashing and four-wheel driving, so you don't scratch up all the paint. Mark's had a lot of success with that. We've had electric bikes, kind of Tiller rides come through. Some of the success stories in terms of the businesses, we've had like close to $200 million kind of invested from external sources to help fund these ventures. So you can see that coming through a program like Ignition can really help on that front.
Is it fun watching people go from the start to the end of the week and where their ideas evolve and their marketing and all that sort of stuff?
Yeah, there's a real energy to it. Yeah, I love it. Yeah, you see people arrive at the start of the week a little bit nervous and thinking, okay, this is my little idea here. There's people over there trying to cure cancer and everything. But as people kind of connect. And we have everything from social enterprise to ag tech to med tech to mining tech. You see this kind of melting pot and coming together. Everyone's apprehension comes down. You get a lot more confidence in your idea. And then by the end of the week, it's this kind of weird mix of high motivation, a bit of burnout because we have some really big, long, intensive days. So at the end of the week, we really find that people are, one, they're exhausted, but just so motivated and ready to get shot out of a cannon. It's a fun week.
Fantastic. And you said some pretty good stats and outcomes there as well. I love what you said about there being individual success, but also I was thinking, it also just benefits the entire ag or regional community with new ideas coming out and businesses within our industry. So many positives. And if someone's listening and they're thinking of someone right now in their community that should do this, or maybe themselves, they've had an idea for a while that they've been thinking of pursuing or a side hustle. What are the key deadlines that they need to know and how do they get involved? Where can they apply? All of those things.
Yeah, well, I think if I've been in this boat myself as well. You've kind of had the kind of business idea that sits at the back of the brain and it kind of rattles around for a while. So my recommendation is go for it. The more you can kind of share your idea, get it out of your head, get feedback from others. That's an important thing to do. Ignition's a great place for that. In terms of key dates, the program doesn't run until the 17th of August. We run from the 17th of August through to the 21st of August across that week. So it's a while off yet, but I suppose more importantly, at the moment, our applications are open. And they're open until next Thursday, so the 4th of June, 4 p.m. Pretty simple kind of application process. If you Google Curtin Ignition, that'll be the top result that comes up in your Google search. Click on that and follow the prompts, the link through to the application page, as well as a lot more information around scholarships, what the program schedule looks like, all contained on that. Google Curtin Ignition, follow that through. But if anyone's listening and want to have a bit more of a chat to myself or our Ignition team, email ignition@curtin.edu.au. We're more than happy to have a chat through things.
And like you said, just go for it. Not everyone has a brain like that. I certainly don't. I can't come up with these entrepreneurial things. So I think it's really cool. So go and have a look. Dr. Ben Thomas from Curtin Uni, lead academic for the Curtin Ignition program. Thanks for telling us all about it this morning.
Yeah, thanks so much for having us, Holly. And I think you're selling yourself a little short. I'm sure you've got plenty of ideas in there.
No, I can feel the inspirational vibes already. Sounds like a great week to be able to pull those ideas out of you. So applications close on the 4th of June next Thursday. And as Ben said, search Curtin Ignition for more information. You're listening to Rural Focus on